Hello everyone, this is Sharun here from 24/7 Techie. So in this video we will be comparing the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 with the LETV LE2. Both the phones are priced at 12,000 Indian rupees. So the Redmi Note 3 is the 3GB RAM variant and the LE2 is the base variant or the only variant available in India right now, that is the 32GB ROM variant. So both the phones are priced at 12,000 Indian rupees and we will be comparing these two. So first of all we'll get rid of the physical attributes of the phone. So as you can see the dimensions of the phone, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 is a little bit thicker and as well as weighs a lot more, about 11 grams more compared to the LETV LE2, which is a little bit taller and a little bit narrower compared to the Redmi Note 3. So now we'll come to the physical attributes of the phone. So at the right of the phone, both the phones, we have the volume rockers and the power button at the right, but at the Redmi Note 3 we can see it's an circular design compared to the LETV LE2, where it is in chamfered edges, and LETV LE2, as it's a little bit narrower, feels really good in hand, much better, but the edges are a little bit sharp. So the comfort wise Redmi Note 3 is a little bit better. As the LE2 is a little bit narrower, it does feels comfortable in hand. At the bottom of the phone we have the USB Type-C port for the LETV LE2. The two grills, where one is speaker grill and one is microphone, whereas on the Redmi Note 3 we only have the charging port and the primary microphone, and the charging jack is also micro USB port. And at the left of the phone, both the phones have a SIM card trays, where the Redmi Note 3 has a second SIM card slot as the hybrid SIM card slot, but the LETV LE2 has dual SIM card slot. Both the phones support dual 4G connectivity. And at the top of the phone, so the LE2 only has the infrared sensor compared to the Redmi Note 3, where you will have a 3.5mm headphone jack, a secondary noise cancelling microphone and an air blaster. So the 3.5mm headphone jack is missing on the LE2. So these are the backs of the phone, and as you can see both of them are metallic backs. Top and bottom are plastic so that the signals can pass through, and the camera on the LE2 is a little bit protruding, just a minute protrude compared to Xiaomi's Redmi Note 3, where it's all flushed in. And the fingerprint sensors are at the back, the dual LED flash are on the back. Both the cameras are 16 megapixel, and I've already done a dedicated camera review of these two phones, but I will include some camera shots as well. And as you can see, the camera module on the LE2 looks a lot better compared to the Redmi Note 3's. It's a little bit bigger but looks good as well. So at the bottom of the phone you can see the MI branding and the speaker grill, where compared to LE2, which there is nothing. These are the UI comparison of both the phones. So the Redmi Note 3 is running on MIUI 7 right now, MIUI 8 most probably very soon, and the LE2 is running on EUI, where it is on Marshmallow, but the Redmi Note 3 is still on Android Lollipop. And the LE2 is actually pretty stable UI, and LETV also includes a lot of Indian content over there. So as you can see, a lot of Indian channels are available, and that too also live channels, which is pretty impressive. But the Xiaomi's MIUI is actually very customizable. It is actually more customizable than EUI. EUI has some practical features, but the Redmi Note 3 has a lot more themes to choose from. Personally tell you that I do prefer the EUI over the MIUI, because it is a little bit more stable and Android Marshmallow features are included in it. So these are the front of the phone. So both the phones have 5.5-inch Full HD screens. The navigation buttons, both the phones have backlit navigation buttons. I can definitely tell you that in the display quality point of view, the Redmi Note 3's display does get a little bit more brighter compared to the LE2, but there's some difference in the blacks of the display, where the LE2 has a little bit better blacks compared to the Redmi Note 3. So overall the Redmi Note 3 is having a decent display, but the LE2 is my preferred display. So these are some camera samples, and as you might have seen in my previous video as well regarding the camera samples, and I will leave the conclusion to you, but I do think so that LE2 has a better camera, and in the daylight as well as in the low light, but it's all up to you. That's why I leave the camera samples for you guys. and this is a side-by-side comparison of the gaming of both the phones. And we are playing the Asphalt 8 on high graphics settings, and both the phones are playing the game very nicely. There's no lag, there's no frame drops, and the gaming experience is pretty good, and there was no heating issue as well. So the Redmi Note 3 will go near about 43 degrees when you actually try to stress it, but we recently found out that the LE2 will only go about 42 degrees, so no heating issues on both the phones. So far so good. And I can definitely tell you that the Snapdragon 652 actually performs really very good. In gaming point of view, there's not a lot of difference, but there is some difference in the Antutu benchmark. So as you can see, the Antutu benchmarks, the Redmi Note 3 scores around 63,000, whereas the LE2 scores over 75,000, which is a significant difference. And in the battery point of view, here is where the Redmi Note 3 steals the show. So the Redmi Note 3 has an 4050 mAh battery compared to a 3000 mAh battery on the LE2, but the LE2 has fast charging, will charge from 0 to 100 in about 90 minutes compared to Xiaomi Redmi Note 3, where it will take over 2.5 hours to fully charge. You will get around 7 hours of screen on time on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 with medium to heavy usage, with a lot of Facebook, WhatsApp, some gaming, lot of video viewing and social networking type of a usual day. And the similar day we will get around 4 to 4.5 hours of screen on time on the LE2. Yes, the screen on time and the battery life on the LE2 is lot lower compared to Redmi Note 3, but you can easily top it up with the USB Type-C quick charging. So when we talk about the in-hand feel of the phones, I can definitely tell you that the Redmi Note 3 is a little bit shorter compared to the LE2. So as you can see it in the photo easily that it's a little bit shorter. When it comes to thickness and broadness, the Redmi Note 3 wins. It is a little bit more thicker, it is a little bit more broader compared to the LE2. That's why when it all comes to your hands. I do prefer the LE2 because it does sits pretty well in my hand, and the navigation is much better compared to the Redmi Note 3 for a 5.5-inch phone. And this is the segment where we talk about the cases and aftermarket development of the phone. And in the cases point of view, you can clearly see that the aftermarket cases are available, official cases are available for Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 and pretty easily available. It's an old phone now in India. It's been in market for over 2 months, 3 months, so everything is easily available compared to LETV LE2, where the phone hasn't been yet officially gone on sale. It will be going sale on 28th. If you're watching this video before the sale, then it's going to be going on sale soon. If you are watching it later on, it has already started. You'll get the case that is in front of you inside the box, but for aftermarket cases, I do think you will have to wait and get used to with these cases. And regarding the tempered glass of the LE2, you can easily fit a tempered glass of LETV LE1S. It will easily fit on the LE2, so there are no issues in that. So in cases point of view, both are pretty much same, but in aftermarket development, I can definitely tell you that the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 wins hands down, because a lot of ROMs are available for Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 compared to LETV, where there is no good ROM available for the LE1S, and I do not think there will be a good ROM available for the LETV LE2. But fingers crossed, but the company doesn't support rooting, so it will void your warranty compared to Xiaomi, where it won't void your warranty no matter what you do with the software. So I can definitely tell you, in the cases and ROM development and every point, in that point of view, Xiaomi has a upper hand, and it might have a upper hand for a long time. If you are looking for a phone which has custom ROMs available, then Xiaomi has a little bit better, but for that you do need unlocked bootloader, which is a pretty difficult thing to find. You have to get official permissions and all that stuff from Xiaomi's MIUI. So guys, this was my comparison between the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 and the LE2, and I can definitely tell you that both the phones are great for the 12,000 Indian rupees price point, but the LE2 has impressed me. I think according to me is a little bit better device, and I do prefer the UI as in package that LETV is selling. So it does bundles you with around 5000 rupees worth of content, of Indian specific content, compared to Xiaomi, where it is just the device. But I can definitely tell you that LETV has definitely impressed me, and I would really recommend LETV LE2 over the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 to anyone who is looking for a phone in 12,000 rupees price point. So thank you very much guys for watching this video. This was Sharun here from 24/7 Techie with the full in-depth comparison between the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 and the LETV LE2. Please do like this video, do share this video with everyone who would really feel this video as useful, and do subscribe to the channel. It helps us a lot, and I would really like to see you in my next video. Till then, see ya.